Oh, hello everybody. Welcome to a Shared Universe podcast studio or, our online virtual room. My name is Ming Chen. I am here with a great friend of mine, Tiffany Rice, all the way from Massachusetts. A
Yes.
good friend for many, many years. And besides being a great friend and a great person and one of my favorite people, she is also a as an existential spirit medium.
Yes. Yes.
What does that
So
mean? I know you're a spirit medium. You can read people. You can see things. You have a gift.
Mhm.
What does existential spirit medium mean?
so it's like an evidential. So
Sorry,
evidential.
evidential. Evidential, not existential. Evidential spirit.
That's okay. That's okay. So the evidential spirit medium, I am someone who communicates with people that have passed. So past loved ones, friends, family, pets come through too. I have no control of who comes through or for how long. And I bring through validation, messages, and just giving you comfort, messages of healing, of letting you know that we're never truly alone.
That's
So
amazing. Yeah, I mean, we met as friends out. On the convention circuit, and
I
then
know.
when I found out you were a spirit medium, I was definitely curious. And then I think we met in Rhode Island, and you were like, "I'll do a reading for you," and I was like, "Okay." I,
You're probably forced into it
no,
somehow, right?
no, not at all. And it kind of came. It was right at the perfect time in my life.
Mhm.
I think it was. It I was. I mean, long story short, I had a younger brother. He passed suddenly at a young age, and it was something I never dealt with and still haven't until I think the only time I really kind of dealt with it was when you did a reading for me.
Mhm.
About I want to say it was about 5 or 6 years ago, and
Yes,
it
yes,
was
it really was.
yeah, it was
Mhm.
almost actually it was 5 years ago, almost to the day, and it was pretty eye opening. Our friend Sarah took notes at the during the reading. I keep those notes with me, like they're in my backpack. They're always with me, and
Oh,
it was pretty incredible how spot on you were and the things that you saw doing the reading for me. It was very eye opening, and it put me at a lot of peace and ease. So I thought um, I always have to thank you for passing your gift on to me for sure.
you're welcome. You're so welcome. And like that totally touches my heart when you say that you carry those notes around your backpack all the time.
Yeah,
Because, I feel that sometimes, even though we feel like we do have closure, I think sometimes it's good to get those little comfort, the comfort messages and the healings and the daily reminders, and I'm sure in your reading we talked about signs as well. So,
I'm always looking for those signs. They can be very small or very big. Um,
mhm,
And I mean, I always joke. So, my brother passed in his sleep. I guess 8 years ago, and
mhm.
I think he died in a good mood. He had just won a poker tournament, so he had like
Wow.
$2 grand in his pocket when he when he passed on. So that was, I mean, at least I know that. But the few times I've won poker tournaments, I kind of look up to the sky and I'm like, all right, you're probably looking either you help me or maybe you're looking down and laughing at me,
Well,
probably.
he's right there with you. There's no doubt that he's right there with you, 100%.
Too bad he can't tell me what the other people's cards are,
I
but
know, right? I get asked that all the time. They're like, "Can I bring you to the casino and we can work some magic?" I'm like,
yeah,
"Ah,
that
it doesn't
it
work
doesn't.
that way."
Ladies and gentlemen, it does not work that way.
It doesn't. It does not.
You can't.
But I do want to say one thing. He's bringing up a birthday, so I don't know if someone just had a birthday, but he's just
Um,
saying, "Hey, make sure you say happy birthday." So,
I will. Thank you very much. I'm terrible at that. Thank you for Facebook for reminding me of people's. Thank you. For anybody watching, yeah, Tiffany will be doing some readings online later. Um, I saw you're getting a lot of love right now. If you, as you can see all the comments.
oh,
Um,
good.
yeah. And,
It's so I feel like my computer is always slow, so it like stays with the first five, and then everything else is just it just stays with the
oh yeah,
first five.
there's a whole string of them here, and then you know Mike Zapsik, of course, his brother Tom
Yes.
is on here, and he was like, "Hey, Ming, ask Tiffany about Mike and my mom." And I we can get to those, but thanks for watching, Tom. So
Yeah. Thank
yeah,
everybody for watching. I see Don is watching. Ryan, who is always at Rhode Island Comic Con. I haven't heard from him in a long time, so I see that he's watching. So, Vicky, Kathy, Jeannie, thank you guys for tuning in. This is amazing. I'm
yeah,
just happy to connect with everybody.
yeah. I mean, if you're ever wondering, yeah, you have a lot of love your way for sure.
Thank
Love.
you. Yes, yes.
So during this crazy time, like, are you sensing? I mean, have your senses been just going nut crazy right now? I don't know if there's I'm, yeah, I think a lot of people are putting a lot of fear and worry into the world. I don't know if you feel that or not right now. Or I don't know, how's it been just in general in the last.
So, it's crazy because 2020 was a huge year I always call it now, I call it the reflection year because we were just stuck. We didn't know a lot of us didn't know how to cope, and we had to adjust so many different things that, came into fruition that we weren't prepared for. And
Yeah,
all of a sudden here it is, and it's staring at us in the face. How are we going to deal with this? Never mind, the majority of us that are probably even tuning in, including myself, have been, experienced a loss of a loved one due to COVID. So there's all these mixed emotions that are really difficult to process. So, that's why it's really good. Excuse me, my dog is in the back. So
I love your dog.
they're always here for some reason. They're always here. So, anyways, so it was really something that was, hard. I find a lot of people reached out to me and they said, Tiff, I just need some help. I know that my loved ones are here, but can you just help me out? So, one good thing that a lot of people start to open up about is, their vulnerability, and they started to take action. Meditation is always a really good way to take action as far as like just kind of quieting your mind and sit with your thoughts, and it helps you receive that clarity. So
Yeah, meditation is harder than it looks.
mhm.
I don't I can't imagine a lot of people right now even sit still for 5 minutes and can clear their minds in right now. Although we've certainly had a lot of time to do that, but sometimes you need some instruction on that. Which
Right. I still do teach guided meditation, and I do have some recorded guided meditations that if you guys that are watching, if you're interested, all you have to do, go to my website, tiffanyrice.com, just send me a little message and I can send over. It's just a quick little 3-minute meditation. It's really, because I find when people think of the word meditation, they're like, I don't have the half hour. I don't have the full hour. So I just did a 7-minute one, and I have a few 3-minute ones. But it's funny. I always say one of the best places to meditate is in the shower because you can't go anywhere. You're stuck and you're in the shower and you are in nice warm weather. I mean, not weather, warm water. And it's just a good time to give yourself a couple of extra of those deep belly breaths that are really good for you. So, that's one recommendation. Also, you can just go onto Spotify, Pandora, whatever it is that you want. You can play nice, calming, meditative music. And what will actually happen is your brain will react to it. So it may not be within the first minute, but give it a little bit of time, and your body and your breathing will start to slow down. So it's almost one of those things where you're like, well, I'm not closing my eyes. I'm still doing what I need to do. But at the same time, you're just kind of slowing it all down. So
that's amazing. I never thought about the shower. You're kind of I know the shower provides white noise.
yes, yeah.
No one is bothering you while you're in the shower.
Kids, dogs. Well, I mean, my dogs are always knocking down the door. So
Ideally, yeah, and you're standing up. You're kind of aware of your position. So I think a lot of people who try meditation, yeah, that for the first time they end up falling asleep. So you can't
yes.
standing up in the shower. Hopefully,
Throw some essential oils in there. Throw in some lavender or
Oh man.
grapefruit, eucalyptus, whatever your choice is, and you have a little spa day, even if it's just that 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Start off small and then work your way up. Again, you don't have to start off by thinking, I have to do this half-hour meditation. Start it off with, that's why I did a 3-minute meditation, and it's just enough time to just kind of slow it down. And that's essentially what I feel like we need, because right now there's a lot of overthinking happening. So
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, you don't need a half hour. Just
no.
everyone's got 3 minutes.
Yeah, seriously.
That's
It takes you 3 minutes to order your coffee if you go to a drive-through. Oh, it takes you longer than that. You know.
Yeah, for sure. So have you been doing all of your readings online? I know ideally you would probably want the person in the room with you.
So I love doing in-person readings, and I used to do gallery readings, which is a gallery reading is a huge group of people. And I did all of that until the pandemic. And then once the pandemic hit, I had to adjust my way of doing things. So now I offer phone readings, which you got to remember, energy is energy.
Right.
So our loved ones are going to come through regardless. They're going to come through whether it's across the country, where I've done readings for people in the UK, Australia, or they're going to come through if you're in the next town over. Energy is energy, so they'll definitely come through.
Yeah, so you were doing that before anyways, phone reading.
Yes, I was, and that's funny because a lot of people didn't realize that because they had easy access to me by going to my shop that I had. So I would host people at my shop, and I had a great place for them to feel safe and be able to open up and hear all these healing messages. So
yeah, and I know you're doing one-on-one phone readings, you're doing one-on-one in person. I want to talk about the gallery readings. So you'd have hundreds of people.
Yeah, I would do hundreds.
You were doing it like almost every week. It seemed like.
Yes, I did that a lot, and that's one of the things that I absolutely miss is not being able to see all of those people.
Yeah, so. I remember seeing just huge rooms packed for you. And,
no,
go ahead. Yeah, how much do you miss that? I mean, it's got to be. It stinks, is what it is. So that we can't do that right now. Did that affect you at all?
You know what, it does, because I'm so thankful for social media, because that's how I've continued to create this amazing community, and we have been able to get in touch with people. But being able to see all those people and have that like firsthand experience, it's really I miss it so much.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll be back at it soon.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping too. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm hoping. Hold on one second. I'm just going to help
please.
Talk about yourselves, guys. Thank you, spirits.
We want to see the dog. Yeah. Well, I do want to give people a shout out. Marissa's one of our podcasters. She's a local, and Marissa, I know you're also a medium as well. So, I'm hoping you and Tiffany can meet one day. She comes down here every so often. We gotta get you two together, because you're both amazing, and I just want to give a shout out to everybody watching here. Just a lot of love for you.
I'm back.
A lot of love for you. I know you're amazing, but it's fun to see other people talk about you as fondly as I do, for sure.
Thank you, and I love it, and I'm so glad that everybody is like commenting. It makes a huge difference when they do. So, thank you guys again. Thank you, Marissa. I would love to meet you. I think that would be amazing if we could.
Marissa's pretty awesome. You'll I can see the meeting already for sure.
Good. Hey, anytime. I will travel.
Yeah. So you were doing phone rings before. Zoom was kind of a new thing for pretty much all of us prior to March. Have you been doing a lot of stuff on Zoom as well? I guess on the phone you can't really see anybody. On Zoom now we can see everybody. It's easy. Everybody's set up.
I love it. Yep. As far as Zoom, so I've only done a couple Zoom readings because I am so technically challenged. Even Zoom, I know Zoom's supposed to be so easy, but I mean, you know how it is. Setting up for here today, it was like, wait a minute. What do I do? And
You were good. I think you spent more time fixing your hair than fixing.
Yeah, I know, and it's still a hot mess express. And it's so funny because it's one of, well, actually, I'm not very business-like. I was gonna say business up top, party on the bottom, because I'm in sweatpants on the bottom. And I realized you guys just saw it as I walked away. So
yeah, well, you see it on Instagram as well. Yeah, I didn't know if the Zoom readings changed anything. Being able to see people, I don't know if that helped you connect better at all to actually to see the people as well that you're
I
doing.
think it's more so just preference, and also doing the readings. It's so personable as well. So, or personal, well, it's personal and personable. So a lot of people like having that connection, actually having someone there to comfort. That's something that they like, and so they prefer it. So even being able to see someone, I think that makes a huge difference as well.
Yeah, I think my big thing in here in the podcast studios, I always, I when we started, I was insisting on bringing people together in person because nobody really does that anymore.
Exactly.
When we had to switch to doing it like this, I was like, oh man, I don't know if this is going to work.
How are we going to do it? Yeah, but it works, and people have adjusted.
Yeah, I was really worried about losing that personal kind of face-to-face interaction. But when you're forced to do it like this, you adjust pretty quickly. And
exactly.
Yeah, honestly, I think my biggest fear was, all right, me and Mike Zapsik, we podcast. I was like, oh man, yeah, I was like, hey man, I was like, oh man, can I make fun of Mike across the computer screen? And within 3 seconds, I was like, all right, this is gonna work.
Yeah, and it does. It does. We just learn to adjust.
Yeah, but I had a moment of panic though. When they shut everything down. For about 4 hours, I was like, "Oh, that's it. I'm done." Like,
yeah.
I don't know if you felt. I don't know if you went through that as well, but or if you felt. You're pretty calm, cool, and collected though.
Well, this is how I, except for the dog situation just a second ago.
Yeah, we were able to do it.
But ultimately, it's one of those things where I call 2020 the year of the reboot. It's all right. So this is what happens. So what's next? How are we going to adjust to this? And it's all about, if you learn that life is all about adjusting and not just settling in for just one specific, then hold on 1 second. Sorry. Hold on. Yeah. We got a dog loose.
No problem. Did he get loose? That's so funny.
It's loose. Yeah.
That dog is an escape artist. I love it. I want to see it. If you go to Tiffany's Instagram page, which I'll throw up here, you can see pictures of her dog. I think her dog has an Instagram too. I'm gonna have to find that for sure.
Oh, you
do. All right. Of course, I think if you have a dog, it's mandatory that you set up an Instagram page for the dog because you need the dog specific pages.
It's crazy town over here.
Yeah. But your dog's page is linked on your Instagram page, which is right there. So definitely check that out.
Yes, Chloe and all the dog sisters. That's Grace, just bring the dog to the table. I know. Believe me, one's about to jump over and he'll jump up. You'll see him.
Eileen says she prefers the phone readings because
I love Eileen. Thank you so
much. She feels like you can't see the reaction, which may influence things. And she says you're always right on, which you are. It's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I guess you were able to adjust pretty quickly then. You had no moments of panic or anything.
Yeah, I didn't really have any issues with panic or like, of course it's that shock value. But then right after it is that I'm a solution type person. So right after that, it was okay, game on. Like, this is what I'm going to have to do. And so that's what I did. And I adjusted and just started doing readings full time, like through the phone. And it's been okay. It's been okay.
And as a matter of fact, you kind of had your own crisis even before this one started. You had your space. You had a place. You had like I don't want to call it like a retail outlet, but
It was almost like a holistic center where I could do my readings and I could do my group readings, and I taught my meditation classes. I'm a Reiki master teacher, so I offered Reiki there. And there was a couple other practitioners that offered healing services. And go ahead, sorry.
No, not at all. You built this amazing space where people could come and be at ease and be calm and get readings or do meditation and just get healed. And then you get a call at I think 3 a.m, not that long ago, saying that somebody had driven their car through your business and destroyed it. And I have the photo here, which is crazy.
Ugh, yes.
Yeah, this is kind of pain you to see, but I remember seeing this and I was like, "Oh, whoa, what?" It didn't look real, and
Right.
I can't even imagine. When did that happen? Was it 2000?
I had to shut my shop down for 3 months because of COVID. And I went in there and I revamped it. I redecorated, I just wanted to kind of have that fresh start. And 2 days before I was supposed to reopen, a group of drunk teenagers drove straight through my shop. And that was what Ming just showed, was the devastation of what happened. And we had to condemn the building, and I had to readjust my plans. And it was one of those things, getting that call at 3 a.m. from a friend who actually lived above my shop. And
Wow.
he said, "Cliff, there's a car that drove through your shop." And of course I was exhausted. So I'm like, wait a minute, is it just like, did he just break a window? Is this something that can wait till the morning? And he's like, "No, there is a Sentra sitting in the middle of your shop." And so I got dressed and headed down there. And sure enough, there were the teenagers. The driver was arrested on a DUI. Then there was the cops and the fire department and the tow truck and the landlord of the shop. And it was a lot to see, but I was able to process. If I didn't go, I think it would have been a little bit more difficult for me to process. So I was able to process it a little bit more. And, I was there from 3 a.m. all day the next day, just cleaning it out. Obviously, just cleaning what I could salvage, because there was so much of my time and effort and, money spent, because I also have a apparel line. So there was apparel in there. There was all of my products that I did sell, and just really some special things that I put in there, just for like memories of my loved ones. I put in there as almost kind of a little memorial to them, like just having their energy in the shop with me, which is now gone and devastated. So you just got to move on. You got to move on from it. So.
Yeah, I felt bad for you. I mean, as we all do. It looks like the car went in there and did donuts. It was
honestly, like, it was one of those things where you had to see it for yourself, and like, again, going in there and seeing like there was no wall, there was no wall left.
They took out the whole wall.
No. And thank God that nobody was injured, because I had mentioned I had 2 of my friends living upstairs who, she was pregnant at the time, and they had her daughter there. And then there was another tenant living upstairs with his 2 adult children. And the car was literally 2 inches away from the main support beam. Wow. So, yeah, it could have been something. And there was 4 people in the car. So there were no injuries. Thank God it didn't happen when it was in the middle of one of my gallery readings, because I would have gallery readings in there. And, it could have been a lot worse than it was. So there were definitely angels looking out. And, as bittersweet as it is, it's shown me that I have to redirect my path and be okay with how things are in life, and just be grateful for what you have and what you can embody within yourself. And once you realize that, you can move forward doing whatever it is that you are passionate about or care about. And with me, I can do what I'm blessed enough to be able to do, whatever it is that I want in my dining room, or I could go to New Jersey and do it there. I could do it in Costa Rica. I could do, so because I know what I have within me is never going to go away, no matter what happens around me.
Yeah, your gift travels along wherever you are.
Mm-hmm.
Although I mean, I can't even imagine like how you felt on top of everything else that was going on within days of you reopening. Um, but I mean, did you see it as a sign of anything? For I guess they say everything happens.
Well, I'll tell you, you know what? I had a relationship that went south earlier on in the year, and that kind of started like the reboot, right? And so I thought, okay, this kind of stinks, and I'm in a pandemic, and now the relationship's gone south, and this is all the human stuff that you guys don't usually hear about because you just see spirit tiff and happiness and inspiration, but I'm human too. So I was kind of going through a tough time, and then all of a sudden this happens in June. So it's kind of like boom, boom, boom. Okay, so now the universe is just pretty much saying, are you ready, Tiff? This is the huge reboot for you. We're going to just clear everything out in your path so we can have you perfectly aligned with where it is that you need to be. And you have to trust yourself and not depend on anyone else in any aspect of your life, and know that you can handle this, and you just have to be a little bit stronger, learn your lessons, and move forward. And I think a lot of us, especially the ones that are watching today, I think a lot of people can relate to that in some way with whatever it is that's going on in their personal life. And there is, as long as you have that hope and able to set your intentions and manifest and know that you're surrounded by so much positive energy and love and healing, you can start to heal and move forward in that direction. So
That's a great way to look at it, for sure. Have you made any plans to? Are you look to reopen, perhaps, or are you going to take a break? And
so I'm not going to reopen. I'm not. I'm not going to have another shop, which I'm totally fine with. One thing that I wanted to do, and I was thinking about this right before the pandemic, was I wanted to be able to start to host retreats. I would love to host retreats, mind, body, soul retreats. I am very good friends with a lot of people that are in the fitness world. And we had talked about, just doing these wonderful mindful retreats and kind of touching base on how important it is to really be fully aligned with your mental awareness, your physical awareness, and, your spiritual awareness as well. So that's something that I'm really looking forward to doing. And also, I know you guys that do follow me, the big news of this year, I've collaborated with Dune Jewelry, which is an international jewelry company that is absolutely amazing. They focus in on experiential types of jewelry. So I have some designs in the works.
yeah, let's pull that up here. Hang on, let me get rid of this real quick. So this is a collaboration that you've done with Dune Jewelry. It's the Cardinal necklace. Available now at dunejewelry.com. It's probably in the description, but the Cardinal, is that significant to you?
Yes. So this is my very first design. I have other designs in the works. So the Cardinal, whenever I give readings, we always talk about signs, right? So a lot of times our loved ones in spirit will come through as butterfly, dragonfly, hawk. Cardinals are huge. Okay. And I just think when I worked with the designer, Laura, she just completely put this design that I feel is so different from any other cardinal pieces out there. I just think it's so beautiful, and it's a cardinal in flight, and it just represents, our loved ones in spirit just always being around with you. And, the cool thing with Dune Jewelry is that they put in sand or any type of element that hits home to you. So whether and it doesn't have to be with someone that's passed, it could just be a place that you love to go. Maybe it's a beach that you love to go, or maybe I have a piece of jewelry that has obsidian in it, because I love obsidian, which is black. And so you can put anything you want. I know some people that have ordered the Cardinal because they like to keep it to that red color. They put rose petals in. And there's red sand from Nevada that they put in. So people get really, really creative. Also, abalone, I think that's how you say it. But
abalone, the shell,
Yeah, so I love when people actually share that with me because I'm like, you guys are just so much more creative than me. Because I'm like, oh, here's some sand, or here's, whatever.
Uh,
So I can't.
um,
Actually, the next piece that I'm putting out is coming out very soon. So that's something that I've been doing. I've also just done, again, a lot of Instagram lives. I've been trying to beef up my Instagram a little bit more because I love just dealing with pictures and making it fun. So I do a lot of stuff with Dune Jewelry on Instagram. And because I think when you guys can actually see the pictures and see like, oh, okay, so this is, I have a choice of this, I have a choice of that. It's just, oh, there you go.
I got I got you. If you want,
My nephews are going to be so embarrassed that they're on this. They're going to be like, oh my gosh. You've met my nephews before, the
I
twins.
have, I
Yeah.
have.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my Instagram. Me doing a funky headstand.
I'm all about going upside down. I'm all
Hey,
about that.
you do that too. You do a lot of yoga, don't you?
I do. Yes, we haven't taken a class together yet, but that is
We
in the
need
future.
to.
That's definitely in the future.
Absolutely.
I wanted to highlight a quote here from the description. Even though they may not be here physically, the cardinal is a sign that your loved one is with you in spirit, guiding you through life's moments. That's pretty cool.
They are. They are. And that was, again, another huge thing with having that cardinal be in flight because, our loved ones, we always think, okay, are they here for the holidays? Are they here for the anniversary? Yes. But they're also here when we're going to Target or when when we're just sitting at home thinking about them. It doesn't have to be that you're going through something that's difficult either. They are here all the time. And so seeing that cardinal or seeing the hawk, the butterfly, the dragonfly, pennies and dimes from heaven. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of that. Again, that's just their way of saying, hey, here I am. And it's all about, having that comfort of letting you know that we're never truly alone.
That's amazing. And and this is an ongoing thing. So you're designing more for Dune Jewelry.
Yes, yes. So I had mentioned before, the next piece should be coming out soon, hopefully, maybe the end of February, beginning of March. We'll see. But, some clues that I have for the pieces that I have. One's all about your true alignment, which I talk a lot about, living your best life, your most authentic life. Another one is something that you definitely could say we're never truly alone about. Another one is just opening up your intuition. So I know I'm being super, super vague, but if you guys do follow me, you'd probably find it easy to pick up on some of the pieces that I will be putting out and designing. But either way, each piece does touch home to each and every one of you. And it's not just all necklaces. We have wine toppers coming out, toppers and bracelets and rings and earrings and and it's for all sexes. It's not just women based, it's for the men too. You got to do stuff for the guys because we're all human and we all
I
have this.
I appreciate that. I put me down for a wine topper for sure.
Yes,
That definitely
yes,
good to get those.
exactly.
That's amazing. And
Yeah.
the phrase which always connected with you ever since I met you. We are never truly alone. Which
Mhm.
is great. Is your so the clothing line still going strong?
Yes, so I am going to be doing some right now, and if you guys are interested, because I'm doing something totally different, again, part of the reboot, I am doing the yoga tanks and t-shirts. They're all on sale, $15. So they have the spiritual babe, which is what I've designed, and also
Um,
the wings that say we're never truly alone. So if you guys are interested, just go to tiffanyrice.com, message me and say that you saw this podcast and we will be able to hook you up. So yeah, I have the apparel, but pretty soon you guys will be able to just click right onto the website and click what you want, what size you want, and have it shipped directly to you. So
awesome. Yeah, just make it easy for people to spend money.
exactly. Yes. Yes. I
That's
know.
amazing.
I
So
know.
on top of all of that, is there anything else you're working on right now?
Again, doing a lot of podcasts, getting out there. Hopefully I have something in the works right now. Hopefully I'll be able to share that with you guys. Hopefully there is something to share with you guys. So I'm going to say, yes, I have something to share with you guys, but it's super duper secretive. So we kind of have to wait for it to develop first.
Okay. I mean, if it's your own podcast, that would be cool. I don't know what it is, but and if it's not, I think you should start one. I think you have
Thank you. Well,
I mean,
actually, a lot of people have said that. As soon as I get through, like, again, Ming, you're the technical king over there. I'm thinking like, oh no, Zoom, I don't know how to do that. I can do FaceTime. So, we'll see.
that's what I'm here for. I mean, it's not. Yeah, I just plug one wire into the right thing, the right outlet, and hope and pray that it works.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then if I remember how to do it correctly, then I can do it over and over again, and it just works out. And then sometimes I look smart, for sure.
You are smart. Come on, you're smart. Man, I miss you. I miss you. You know that.
I miss you
I
too.
decided I'm drinking. Thank you.
Yeah, and then shout out to I have that mug as well. It's their I believe that's their 2020 version. We're both big supporters of Death Wish Coffee. Mine's in the other room. I should have matched it up with you. So
I know. That's how I first heard from them, or heard of them, is through you.
Oh, all right. So we're just connecting people through caffeine then.
So good. Go get Death Wish Coffee. It's so good.
I'm going to shout out everybody watching right now. So Donna Turcott loves the carnival, and Jem Biokbari loves the jewelry as well. And big shout out to Barbara Esposito, Capo Bianco, and Lana Player. You got a lot of love here, Julian.
I love it. I love it. Haley, I know you're saying yes, retreat with Kelly. You never know what could happen.
Yeah, I love the retreat idea. It's that you're going to people in a amazing setting, and
exactly. What could be better, right? Yeah. What could be better? And my good friend Kelly Brabants, if you do follow me, I am constantly posting leggings. So that's who Kelly is. I'm always wearing her leggings. Go buy Booty by Brabants leggings. You guys, they're the best leggings out there. I'm just promoting everyone. I'm promoting it. Go buy Shared Universe apparel. Go buy this. Go buy that. We're gonna help each other out.
You're a great model, though. What are we gonna say?
Hey, Oh, and how can I forget? My friend Erica has these. They're called the City Tees. I'm wearing the hoodie, not the sweatpants that you saw me strolling around the corner with, but with my belly hanging out. Whatever. You can only
stop it. You're ridiculous. Hello, Susan Rose McCauley and Diana Carroll DeSayum. The Stephanie Spivey says her last reading was in your shop before.
It was absolutely, that reading was so touching. I was able to bring her husband through. And Steph, I hope you're still watching. You need to know Oscar is sending his love for you. You know it. So he also said he loves what you did with the chairs. So you moved the chairs around in your house. So he loves the way that you moved the chairs. That's what he's acknowledging.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Our friend Bob Corbeil had an awesome time at the Lizzie Borden house with you a few years back. Thank you for the reading.
Yes. You're welcome. You're welcome. I know. Lizzie's, that's a whole other thing. Lizzie Borden is a place at my home away from home, and it's on the market for $2 million. So Ming, that's calling your name for short money. Just $2 million.
I will. Oh, is it for sale? I mean, I not quite there yet, but if Comic Book Man was still on, I'd be all over.
I know.
we didn't quite do that well, but for sure. And Barbara said you came over to her house.
Yes, so I used to do home parties back in the day, and I was able to bring her daughter to her. So, which is so crazy because I always tell people I don't remember readings, but everybody that keeps on popping up, all of a sudden, like right when you pop up, it's like your loved ones are like, just let them know I'm here. Just say hi. So
Right.
um, just know that your daughter's with you, Barbara. And thank you so much for tuning in and watching this. This is, again, just amazing. It makes
Yeah.
me so happy that you guys are sharing all the love. I absolutely love you guys. And, when the shop got destroyed, there was so many people between the text, the messages, the DMs that just reached out and offered their words of wisdom and their support. And so without you guys, I don't even know what I would have done at that point. So I'm just so thankful for you.
It just looked like it didn't even look like it was real. So, we had to be like, you're okay? Are you okay? You're okay physically. Are you okay? Yeah, I just couldn't imagine, for sure.
Yeah.
This is Mike's brother, Thomas.
Hey,
Um,
Thomas, how are you?
um, I can't remember when Mike's mom passed away. I never got to meet her. So I think it was a number of years ago. Might have been even before I met Mike. And Tom is also a very talented photographer. He took some great pictures of me and Mike last week. So
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah,
That's awesome.
I don't know if you. He wanted to know about. Actually, his father's passed on as well. So he's lost both his parents.
Well, you need to know that both of them are together. Okay, that's what I'm just being shown is that they're here together. And your dad's just saying, "Don't worry. I know you and I didn't always see eye to eye, but I am so proud of you." And he's also talking about you working harder in your business. So I feel like there's a little bit. I know Ming just said that you were a photographer, but he's saying that you need to focus more on your photography because that's something that you're super passionate about. And mom's just also coming through, just acknowledging that she can breathe okay. Okay. Because I feel like prior to her passing, she was having issues with breathing. And I also want to acknowledge the month of August to be significant for you. So August could be a birthday, anniversary, or maybe when someone passed, but she's just acknowledging August. And there's 3 kids. Who has the 3 kids? I don't know if he has 3 kids or if Mike has 3 kids. Ming, you might be able to answer that.
Mike's got 2, but they can be a handful sometimes. So it's almost.
Okay.
He has like a million dogs. So
I was
yeah,
just going to say, like, who's the little dog? I see this little dog that keeps running around too.
yeah. Actually, that little dog is my dog's mother. If that.
Oh
If
my God. Okay.
he's got a little crazy dog,
I
and
love it.
he's got a couple of them. But yeah, and a big crazy dog.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. So yeah, you need to know that both your mom and dad are here together with you. And again, they're giving you a little bit of love from above because they know, Thomas, especially you need it right now, because don't doubt yourself with this new business venture that you are going on. Like, it's just you having that commitment and being able to push through. So I'm hoping that makes sense to you, but it's just kind of like taking your business to the next level. And mom is just showing you a heart and she's giving it to you. So you need to know that right away. And I also keep smelling lilacs with her. So I feel like either your house had lilacs or there's a connection with lilacs and mom. So if you want to validate any of that, feel free. And if it doesn't make sense, hopefully you were able to write some of that down and just see if it ends up making sense. Because a lot of times when we're put on the spot, this happens all the time. It's almost like people get psychic amnesia where they're thinking, oh, I don't know,
No,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh wait, there is a birthday coming up. There is
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah, a little bit of love.
If I'm pulling out from Lana, I'd love for you to bring my daughter through. I've been struggling very bad. I don't know if you see anything for Lana.
Lana, I just see an earth angel right next to you. Okay. And she's also showing me a bracelet to be significant. So I feel like you have a bracelet in memory of your daughter, or maybe it was your daughter's bracelet, but there's a significant with a bracelet. And I also want to acknowledge the month of April to be significant. So I feel like April could be a birthday, anniversary, or maybe when someone's passed, but she's acknowledging April and she's saying, my brother. So you have a son as well. And again, guys, as I'm saying this, please feel free to comment and validate. And so sometimes that kind of happens where if you want to validate that, it's always good to do that. So if you could.
Oh yeah, I imagine that helps you as well. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And she's also showing me a special blanket. She's acknowledging a special blanket. So I feel like, Lana, you have a special blanket for your daughter.
Yeah, Lana said, there's your yeah, she has 2 brothers and I have a bracelet. That's you're amazing. You're amazing. I'm gonna pull up this one as well. It's
But I
Jeannie.
do want to say before we start with
Yes.
Jean, I do want to say, Lana, is that you need to know that she is always with you, and I feel like a butterfly is a huge sign for you. Okay, so going forward, I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing butterflies even more. And it doesn't even have to be a live butterfly. It could be like a butterfly figurine or a butterfly on a napkin. But I feel like she comes through and she's just showing me so much that she knows you did everything possible for her. And she doesn't want you to hold on to that guilt as far as her passing goes. And you need to know that you guys will be forever connected through the heart.
That's amazing. I'll pull up Jeannie here again.
Oh my gosh, Lana, she made me a blanket.
Yeah.
What? What?
Yeah. This is from Jeannie. My dad's actually passing as we speak. Please tell me my mom's coming for him soon. It's tough right now.
So I know you're going through so much, Jeannie, and there's so much to, hold on to and think like the woulda, shoulda, couldas, but you need to know that your mom is waiting for him. And when that time is happening, she will be there for him. All right. And you also need to know that I'm also picking up on his energy, and he is just so grateful, even though he can't speak right now. You need to know that he's so grateful and he knows that you're there. He shows me you holding his hand all the time, and just your presence alone is helping his energy get through all of this. But I don't want you to feel like he is suffering. He is not suffering. I feel the more suffering is just on us and how we are able to process the actively passing portion of life. It's not easy. It's never going to be easy. And we know that we can never get over grief, but we learn to have grief be part of our lives. So just know that he is forever grateful for you, and know that your mother does hear you talking to her, even when you pray to her and think of her, and she will be waiting for him when that time is ready.
Thank you. I think I think you put a lot of people at ease, which is pretty amazing.
Thank you. I love you guys. I really do. I do love you guys. And I know, again, I'm human. I had an uncle that passed from COVID during the pandemic, and we didn't have that goodbye. We didn't have that closure. We had to wait to do the funeral, and the funeral was different. It's just, there's a lot happening. And right now, community and support is what we can do. And it really is just a click of a button when you get onto social media. And hopefully you are surrounding yourself with the higher vibrational groups of people that can really help you get through this and help you through the coping process of grief. So, yeah. And if there's anything that I can do, you guys, please, tiffanyrice.com, as you guys can see right there. Oh, yep, or over women is.
And definitely follow.
Spirit Tiff on Instagram. I'm very active on Instagram. And, if we have time, I wouldn't mind doing some more readings. I don't know what you have.
Yeah, I have Joe McDonald here. My dad passed 5 months ago today, been a major struggle.
Hey, Joe, how are you? So, he's watching out for you and the kids. And he says he's acknowledging that you've been struggling without him being there with you. And he says, but you need to know I'm just a thought away. And I also feel like there's a military connection, or you just found some military connection with him, like going through his things, because he shows me things that are in boxes and they're just boxed. And he goes, I know it's a lot of work. I know we didn't have enough time to go through all the paperwork, and I'm sorry for that. But you need to know that you are doing the right thing, and it's also okay to let go. And when I say let go, it's not letting go of him, because he's always going to be part of your world, but it's letting go of some of his things. All right. And he says, tell him I can walk now and I'm in my right frame of mind. So he wants you to have this vision of himself, of your dad, as being able to walk and standing tall and strong. And when he says he's in his right frame of mind, I feel like at the time of his passing, he wasn't able to make the proper decisions for himself. And he knew that you put the weight on yourself, that emotional weight on yourself. So he's saying, thank you for your sacrifices and thank you for taking care of me, but also realize that I can speak clearly now and I can think clearly now. So pay attention to hawks, Joe, as well. Pay attention to hawks. So I feel like your dad comes through to you as a hawk.
Mm-hmm. Hawks, like the birds, the hawks.
The birds, yeah, yep. And when I say these things, guys, it's not that they're reincarnated as a hawk. It's just their way of, again, it's their essence. These spirits come through as just like an essence of them and as a daily reminder of that we are never truly alone. So, I just saw what he wrote. His inability to walk was part of it and his dementia. Yeah. Amazing. Are you tearing up, Ming, over there?
No, it's just amazing. I can't.
And that's the thing, guys. It's so, it's so good to feel that human vibe. And that's why when I share my personal life with you guys, like I'm human too. And you can go onto my Instagram, my Facebook and say like, oh, she's so uplifting and inspirational. But you know what? Like there are times when I don't want to get out of bed either, so I have to just kind of hold that space and say, you know what, today's, some days you got it, some days you don't. And today I don't have it. So tomorrow will be better. It's just today. So
that's amazing. Thank you so much. I'm going to let you get back to your dog, I think.
Oh, yeah. Can you hear him? Stanley? I know. I should get him. Let me,
we need to see Stanley.
You have to see him because he's a hot mess express for, just as much as I am too.
Stop it.
Oh, 1 second. I'm gonna
You've been tuning in. You've been waiting to see the dog. This dog is pretty. Yeah, you got to finish off with the. You can't hear the dog for an hour and not see him, right? So.
Right? Oh my God, he is hot mess express. Oh, here he's on. He's already on the chair. Here, sit down. Oh, the camera doesn't have him. Look at him.
There you go, buddy. That's such a great dog.
Right, Stanley. Yeah. He's named after Stan Lee.
I figured, but I wasn't. I figured. In addition to being a spirit medium, an evidential spirit medium, she is also a big geek. So
yeah, I am. I'm very socially awkward, and
it's a very dangerous combination.
Yes. Everything, absolutely.
Definitely visit tiffanyrice.com and then follow Tiff on Instagram at Spirit Tiff.
Oh, I love that. You guys so much, please. And if you've had any personal experience with me, feel free, even if like something happened. One thing before I go, because I know a lot of you guys wanted readings, and I know I didn't get to everybody. So even if there was something that was said where you thought, wow, you know what, that reminds me of the person that I wanted to hear from. There is such thing as double connections, and double connections are, what was said today was meant to be said, but you very well could have if it made sense, even though I didn't recognize you on here, but if it made sense, or if it's something that you needed to hear for yourself today, that message was for you as well. And that's part of the double connection. So, you guys are amazing. Ming, I love you so much.
I love you too. You're amazing. We get to see each other in person soon, but if at least we have this, which is really cool. And I love your healing energy and your light. And and if you want to read it, go to spirittiff.com. Contact Tiffany.
TiffanyRice.com, Spirit Tiff on Instagram, Spirit Medium Tiffany on Facebook. But if you are interested in any type of reading, the best way is to go right below to my website, TiffanyRice.com. And we can make that happen. And amazing. Thank you so much.
And there are no borders now, so you don't have to go to her. She can do it on the phone. She can do it remotely. So and
Absolutely.
yeah, the gift has no boundaries, my friends.
It really doesn't. I love it. I love it so much. And I know some of you guys are like, oh, I'm just tuning in, and hopefully you guys can rewatch it. And yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. And sorry, guys, about the dog situation. No matter what I
Everyone loves
do,
dog.
they're oh, like right now, if you could see right behind this camera, Stanley is standing on the dining room table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that dog needs his own live stream for
Yes,
sure.
he really does. He really does. So, him and his little harness. So,
I love it. Thank you again, and
thank
yeah,
you.
hopefully we see each other very soon.
I
And
hope so
thank you,
too. Okay, love you, Ming.
yeah,
Thank you.
thank
Thank you,
and
guys. Love you guys.
thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you soon. Thanks everybody.